There we go. I was like muted. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Trivia Tuesday. Today I have all my Marvel gear on, if you notice, because today's theme is superhero. I see there's a few of you. There is a pin. It is just up. This lobby music is a little loud. There we go. I have the pin up right now just to get us started. But I'm here with you today on Superhero Trivia Night. I've got my Marvel hat on, if you can see it. I've got my Marvel Avengers shirt going on. Here, I'll do a Marvel Avengers shirt going on. I have my Captain America pants on. I'm a Team Marvel versus Team DC, as you can see here today. Dressed pretty comfortable because I feel like, I guess, that's my pajama set going on. We have about 10 minutes until we start. So we're going to give a lot of time for people to get ready and to get connected with us. But I thank you for those that are here. Take your time logging in. We have some time. But in the comments, tell me your favorite superhero. Tell me what got you into superheroes. What do you like? What don't you like? What's your favorite superhero movie? Did you see Endgame? Did you see Justice League? Did you see Batman versus Superman? Did you see Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Spider-Man Homecoming? What did you see? Share with us. I think my favorite superhero movie, if I had to pick one that I really enjoyed, was Into the Spider-Verse. Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel is a good pick. Into the Spider-Verse would be my favorite one that I've watched. I just thought it was so cool, and it looked like it came straight out of the comic books. The characters were funny, the storyline were great. I love Miles Morales as a Spider-Man. It was just very cool to see. Black Panther was really good too. I also love how in it was Endgame, about how the last fight was in Wakanda, and specifically when oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. The guy with the jetpack, who was Captain America's best friend. Not best friend, but the Falcon. The Falcon was telling Cap, look to your left. No, I'm good. When Falcon was like, Cap, look to your left, or on your left, and then you just see all of the magicians do the symbol, and all the Avengers, the Avengers Extended, come out, and it's just this big warfare. I mean, there was a whole bunch of great scenes in Endgame that just had me on the edge of my seat. I knew Captain America could pick up the hammer from the get-go, because I remember in that one scene, Thor was very nervous when Cap shook the hammer. And I think my theory is, and you can disagree with me or you can agree with me, I thought that Cap knew that he could pick the hammer up once he started, but he stopped just to not freak out Thor. Because I mean, Thor's big thing was this hammer is Mjolnir is an arbiter of justice, and you have to be worthy, and he was the only one worthy of holding it. So I thought it was more of a character choice for Cap not to pick it up in that moment. But still, I knew that when he picked it up and he threw it at Thanos, whew, I feel like that ending sequence of a couple 3 movies had the best, it was just so hit after hit after hit after hit of action. When Scarlet Witch essentially almost killed Thanos by herself, unhelped, and he had to literally sacrifice his troops and almost himself. I mean, he was in range of the gunfire from the ships. I think the Marvel Cinematic Universe definitely has shaped superhero movies into something that I'm excited to see. That's not I would, and I say that having been raised on DC, cartoons and comics, and seeing that being introduced to the Justice League, and my first favorite superhero being a Green Lantern. I definitely think that Marvel does its movies better than DC. I mean, Green Lantern, for instance, there has not been a good Green Lantern movie. And the Justice League movie, okay. The only movies that are individual that I think are good And you can feel free to agree or disagree with me, but it's Wonder Woman was good, and so was Aquaman. Uh, there's like so many. I think it was Man of Steel was the canon one for this like universe of um, Justice League, and I think it was okay. It wasn't great, and I for the Batfleck, there wasn't like a specific Batman movie, I believe. Um, Argue with me in the comments, let me know. 4 of my students' families playing tonight. Bacon Bears, awesome. Um, I'm trying to think. I still have some like movies that I need to watch because like they did a lot of the animated stuff for DC though. I will say is better than the Marvel animated stuff. I think like the animation team just at DC is like so much better. Because they have like Justice League Dark, they have the Batman series, they have a bunch of different things that just like put them a little bit over the edge. And like I've been a fan of Teen Titans, and so seeing that series, it's now Teen Titans Go for like a new generation. It's just very cool to kind of see that all develop. I'm trying to think what, because like I know like one common question is like, if you had a superpower, what would it be? I'm trying to think. I mean, everyone wants that like my superpower is to have any superpower that I could ever have, or I want to fly, or I want to turn invisible or read minds. It's tough. I think the superpower I remember wanting that I saw on screen was either Doctor Strange's superpower or Susan Storm from the Fantastic Four, which was a good series, and I'm sad that it was rebooted not well. But Susan Storm from the Fantastic Four, where she could turn invisible, but she can also do like those force fields. I just thought that was so cool. And then it also it was a common trope. I don't know if it was because of that, but like then in The Incredibles, Violet had like the same superpower. It was just, it's interesting how like superhero culture permeates a lot of things. Even now, like just to be a superhero is like to be above it all, but like not in a way that is like prideful, just like in a way that is like you are a beacon of good and of justice. So it is crazy. Like I said, I got a few in the comments, but let me know your favorite superhero or your favorite superhero movie. Would love to talk to you about them. We will get started in like 5-ish minutes on this superhero trivia. Excited to see how everyone does. See who we have here so far. I mean, if you, because we put it up early, I just want to let you know that it should still register when the game starts, but like I would refresh your app or whatever you're using it on just to make sure that you're here, because I don't want to have anybody missing out. All right. And as always, like if you come in a little bit later you can I'm trying to think of the words. You can join in whenever. The code will be on the bottom left, the game pin. We'd still love to have you, even if it's on question 1, 2, 4, 24. The same amount of questions as before, roughly, so it'll be like a half an hour to 40 minutes. 40 minutes on the max. We have some double time questions. We have some true and false, some regular quiz, and some fill in the blank / open-ended. Open-ended would be a better word for it. It's about the Marvel universe, the DC universe, the comic books, the films, the TV shows. So if you're good knowledge in one, like you will do well in certain questions, but you need to be a well-rounded superhero, comic, TV, movie watcher person to really kind of get it all together. I'm excited because some of these I didn't know. Most of these I did know, so like they're under like general knowledge, some questions, but there are others that might throw you for a loop. And so for those ones, I kind of made them quizzes so you can do like a process of elimination. streaming on my TV so I can chat and not have my son yell at me. Respect. Um, Ninja Noah, Ponderosa, Elliot, Shut-In, respect. DeRose is here, Mr. Rose. Just trying to see. Mommy Flores is with us. The Sloans again. Kalani. I love seeing the repeats that are here every week. You guys really make this fun, you know? It's just like a community we have together where we can just relax and get together. Doing something really, really fun. It's interesting because the first time I like went on Kahoot, I never thought this would be like what we could use this for. But like as soon as we were in quarantine, I was like, this could be it. And so I'm glad that we were able to get it to work and that we were able to like do this all together, and really like go through different themes. Mem and Pop Up are here with us. Whoever's Mem and Pop Up that is, you are the real ones, and that. We can do this all together. I have a surprise at the end of Kahoot that I'm going to reveal, so stick around till the end. I don't know what it could be. We'll have to find out. But stick around till the end when the game is done and we see the scores and we do all that, because I'll be letting you know something pretty cool. The theme, Kalani, is superheroes. So Marvel Universe, DC Universe, comic books, the whole nine. Nothing is off the table, but there'll probably be like I kept it pretty popular so that we can have like the general populace be involved. So it's not too like fringe. Though having a Squirrel Girl question would have been great. Because she's one of the coolest superheroes to exist. Her superpower is she controls squirrels, but she's beaten like some of the biggest villains, and she's beaten Darkseid, she's beaten Thanos, and she has the qualities of a squirrel, and she just controls squirrels, and that's it. And she somehow has managed to beat these top tier galactic level threats. She's definitely a cool character to check out. But it is now 7:30, so we're gonna get started. So Trivia Tuesday for 27. 3, 2, and 1. When was Marvel Comics founded? As the first question going into the history. Was it 1950, 1900, 1945, or 1939? Marvel Comics. When was it founded? Lit that somebody in the comments knows about Squirrel Girl. We're going by, I'll tell you on the question, they should say whether it's the movie or the comics. There are differences, and so I try to be specific about them. And if not, you guys can rail me in the comments or rag on me. It is 1939 was when Marvel Comics was founded. Let's see that scoreboard. Chang Lois. Giraffe is in first, Jordan second, Braden Bach in third, Ponderosa, and then Shannon. Question number 2. Who is Supergirl to Superman? Is she a sibling, a cousin, a daughter, or a lover? Answer their questions now. Supergirl just got a show, not just. She was had some show on TV, and it's a part of that DC TV universe. Why you? It's right here on the bottom left. So Supergirl, she is Superman's cousin. So let's see. Jordan is now in first place. Ponderosa and Clang Lois Giraffe are still in the top 3, but Biggie and Portic are coming up on 4 and 5. Now, a lot of Superman questions in the beginning, but what is his birth name? Is it Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne, Kal-El, or Drew Zod? Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne, Kal-El, or Drew Zod? FYI, my husband is Ponderosa. Okay. The DeRose household is here in numbers. Let's see how you and your husband will both do. Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne, Kal-El, or Drew Zod? The answer is Kal-El. You can't be watching over here. You got to be on the screen like everybody else. You can't get that time bonus. Ponderosa is in first place, Biggie in second, Smith Fam in third, Biggie's wife in fourth, and Portick in fifth. Ooh, we got some families going on and playing today. The Sloans is the highest climber, up 18 places. 4. What is the name of Batman's butler? Henry Farthing, Bruce Banner, Alfred Pennyworth, or Bruce Wayne? Put in your answers now. Henry Farthing, Bruce Banner, Alfred Pennyworth, or Bruce Wayne? I'm trying to remember in my head. I might have put in 2 butler questions, but I'm not sure. Couldn't find the code. The code is in the bottom left if you're joining us a little bit late. 1544395. Love to have you. Join in whenever. We're only on question 5. The answer is Alfred Pennyworth. Oh, we have some changes. Smith Fam is now in the top spot. Biggie and Biggie's wife are neck and neck. Ponderosa and then Certain Things in 5th. Number 5, what is the name of Thor's hammer? If you were watching earlier, I might have said it. Is it Massiege, Mjolnir, Matej, or Mikolaj? Which word is it? I can say the right name for the right answer, and hopefully it's one of these. Is it Massiege, Mjolnir, Matej, or Mikolaj? Put in your answers now. You got 5 seconds left. Massiege, Mjolnir, Matej, or Mikolaj? The answer is Mjolnir. Let's see where we are. Biggie now is in the top. Okay, but everything is around the same. 3 players lost their entry streak of 4. My heart goes out to you. True or false? In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Iron Man's last words were, "I am Iron Man." True or false? In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Iron Man's last words were, "I am Iron Man." You heard it. Is that a trick question from the peanut gallery over here in the Jimenez household? But I don't know. Is it? Is it? I am Iron Man? Is it true? Is it false? The answer is true. Iron Man's last words were, "I am Iron Man." He didn't say anything in person after that snap. Let's see. Mr. Jimenez is the highest climber, up 8 places. Oh, and Salvati is now in 5th. We're seeing some movement. 7 out of 24. Where was Wonder Woman born? Where was she born? In Atlantis, Kandak, Themyscira, or Gotham City? Wonder Woman is based, her lore, is based off of Greek and Grecian mythology. That's why Ares and Zeus are players in that world that she's in, which brings them all extendedly into the DC universe. And she's born in Themyscira. Let's see. Biggie's wife, highest answer streak of 7. She's on fire. Mrs. Meme in 4th and Zach in 5th. Number 8. Who is the secret identity for Wonder Woman? Is it Clarissa Kent, Pamela Parker, Diana Prince, or Stevie Rogers? Is it Clarissa Kent, Pamela Parker, Diana Prince, or Stevie Rogers? Put in your answers now. I'm trying to think. If you watch the Wonder Woman movie, they say her secret identity. Justice League, when she's not in costume, they say it. Her real name or secret identity is Diana Prince. Y'all doing pretty good. 47 is not bad. Answers, scoreboard stays the same. Shay Lynn is back with an answer streak of 3, though. Who is the Flash? So this is who is the Flash as per the Flash TV show, but also who was one of the first Flashes, if not the first. Is it Barry Allen, Larry Lieber, Oliver Quinn, or Kevin Conroy? Only one of these names is correct. Only one of these names have ever been a Flash or is a Flash. So this shouldn't be that. It's not to trick you, is what I'm trying to say. Because even if it wasn't the TV, only Barry Allen would still be a Flash on this page. And Let's see. 3 in a row. Cat is back in the game, but this scoreboard is iron fist. They are not moving. 10 out of 24. Who is not in Young Justice? Miss Martian, Superboy, Nightwing, or Supergirl? Put in your answers below. Truly, there's like so many super blank, Superboy, Supergirl, Superman, Superdog. Like, think about Superdog. Just letting you know for the future. But is it Miss Martian, Superboy, Nightwing, or Supergirl? Which one? Who is not in Young Justice? Let's see if you can look at the image. You might get a hint about who is. But Supergirl is not in Young Justice. Let's see this leaderboard. Oh, wow. The same. Biggie Smith and Biggie's wife got it right. Miss Meme and Zach have stayed and clutched their 4th and 5th, but they did not get the question right. Number 11. Who was the founder of DC Comics? Was it Bruce Wayne, Martin Goodman, Stan Lee, or Malcolm Wheeler Nicholson? Who is the founder of DC Comics? Bruce Wayne, Martin Goodman, Malcolm Wheeler Nicholson, or Stan Lee? Put in your answers now. This comment section is barren, but I know that you guys are thinking real hard. You guys are doing a really good job. Proud of all y'all. The answer, oh my god, I have so much, I'm burping so much, I'm so sorry. But the answer is Malcolm Wheeler Nicholson. Excuse me. Let's see. Wow, Meg is now in 4th place, and 3 players just dropped their answer streak of 3. How many films did Hugh Jackman play his version of Wolverine? Did he play in 7 films, 8 films, 9 films, or 5 films? You have to think of those Wolverine movies. You have X-Men, X-Men, the second one, The Last Stand, Logan. Wolverine was a movie self-titled, right? That's already at least 5, and I know there's X-Men: A Future Past. So I'll just say the answer is not 5, but the answer is 9. Hugh Jackman played 9 versions of Wolverine, or 9 films for his version of Wolverine. Mr. Jimenez is now in 4th place, and Rob DeSantis is the highest climber. Number 13, what superhero did Jason Momoa play in DC Universe's Justice League? So the DC Cinematic Universe should be DCCU, but I C is now 2 letters. Did he play Aquaman, Robin, Bane, or Martian Manhunter? Aquaman, Robin, Bane, or Martian Manhunter? Martian Manhunter is a superhero that I wish got more credit because he's very, very cool and strong, but Jason Momoa played Aquaman. 53, so I'm expecting the scoreboard to kind of look the same. Yep. 14, which X-Men member is a master at card throwing? Is it Gambit, Mystique, Rogue, or Scott Summers? Gambit, Mystique, Rogue, or Scott Summers? Is it Rogue or Rouge? I'm pretty sure it's Rogue. Rouge would be R-O-U-G-E. R-O-U-G-E? R-O-U... One of those. But is the answer Gambit, Mystique, Rogue, or Scott Summers? The answer is Gambit. He has his power or mutant ability is the ability to transfer kinetic energy, and so he uses that with cards as his main weapon. Everyone on the leaderboard got that. This question is worth 2 times points. Who wore a fake jaw during the filming of the post-credit scene in the original Avengers movie? I've copied and pasted the question from a website. I'm gonna be honest and forthcoming, so I might have not have cut out the end. But is it Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., or Mark Ruffalo? The post-credit scene was them eating shawarma. If you remember, they were all sitting around the table in the broken down building, and they were eating shawarma. But which actor didn't eat shawarma? It was Chris Evans. And the reason why he wore a fake jaw was because he was in the movie Snowpiercer. And this scene was filmed after the movie was filmed. And so he couldn't shave his beard. So they had to construct an entire fake jaw while they filmed this last post credit scene. DeRose is now in fifth place. Youngtastic 4 is back in the game. Number 16. In what Batman movie did Zach Galifianakis play the Joker? Number 1, he didn't. He never played the Joker. Number 2, Batman Beyond. Number 3, the Lego Batman movie. Or number 4, Batman Dark. Which film or Batman movie did Zach Galifianakis play the Joker? Zach Galifianakis was on. I really can only think of The Hangover, and that is not children appropriate. Was in a couple of other movies. Recently lost a lot of weight in the past couple years, but he was the Joker in the Lego Batman movie. DeRose in fourth place. Mr. Jimenez in fifth. Wiggly Sarah is the highest climber. Which Avenger required mechanical support for his heart to function? Was it Hawkeye, Captain America, Iron Man, or the Hulk? Put in your answers now. Which Avenger required mechanical support for his heart to function? It's one of their backstories. It was in their origin film. One of the most prolific characters. So it wouldn't be Hawkeye. I'm sorry to all the Hawkeye fans out there, but it's Iron Man. So he, in his first movie, you would know that he was caught in an explosion and shrapnel got lodged in like the membrane where his heart muscle is. You can go watch the movie, and figure it out. Gary Hulk is in fifth place, knocked Mr. Jimenez right off of that leaderboard. Up 4 places, Shore Mom 63 is the highest climber. 18 of 24, which founding members of the Avengers does not get introduced until the later installations of the franchise? Read more. Is it Ant-Man and the Wasp, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, or Gamora? Is it Ant-Man and the Wasp, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, or Gamora? Wonder what the image will be. Is it Doctor Strange on that image, Gamora, Spider-Man, or Ant-Man and the Wasp? I don't think it's either of them, but I hope you got the hint that the Ant-Man and the Wasp did not get introduced into the Avengers, although being founding members in the comics. They didn't get introduced until Ant-Man, and then the Wasp until Ant-Man and the Wasp. Big E's in first, Big E's wife in second, Smith family in third, Gary Hulk in fourth, and Mr. Jimenez in fifth. Braden Bach is making a comeback with 3 in a row. 19, open-ended and worth double the points. What is Magneto's real name? You only need to answer his first name, but you can put his full name, you can put his first and last name, you can put his first and middle name, I believe, as well. But those are the only 4 options. Make sure you spell it right, because it's not spelled how you think it would be spelled. And that's the only hint I can give you, and I think that's a pretty good one. Yeah, Professor X, Magneto. Magneto's power is pretty cool. He can control metal. And I believe in some comics they've explored him being able to control the iron in people's blood, which is very cool and very, like, almost overpowered, being able to control the insides of people. You can make people blow up from the inside, I guess. Which is pretty kind of gross. Or just make them move however you wanted to. But Magneto's real name is Eric Magnus Lenscher. Eric is right. Eric Lenscher. I'm so sorry for the one person who right here who like spelled it wrong. That's why I said spelling is important. Yes, Meg Finney, a bloodbender. Whew, we got some Avatar fans out here. Biggie's wife is now in first with an answer streak of 8 in a row. Smith fam in third, Meg in fourth, Miss DeRose knocking out Mr. Jimenez yet again. 20 of 24. In which movie was Stan Lee's first cameo? Was it Iron Man 2008, X-Men 2000, Spider-Man 2002, or Hulk 2003? In which movie was Stan Lee's first cameo? So if you know, after a certain point, Stan Lee became, like, he did cameos in every movie since this movie, which paved the way for Stan Lee's first cameo. Was it, for his cameos to be forthcoming and for people to look for it? And it was actually in X-Men. He was a hot dog vendor in the first original X-Men. Mrs. Meme is in fourth, Megan fifth. Tough round. 3 players lost their answer streak of 4. Who is the real identity of the villain Two-Face? Is it Clint Markson, Pete Wentz, Harvey Dent, or Alfred? Clint Markson, Pete Wentz, Harvey Dent, or Alfred? I gave you kind of an easier one on this one. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But you should be able to process of elimination a few of these names. Because we know Alfred from a previous question. Does Pete Wentz live in this universe? So that leaves you with 2. And if you've done that process of elimination, I hope you know that it's Harvey Dent. Pete Wentz is a football player, for those who voted for him. Just letting you know. Leaderboard the same. Certain Thing has the highest answer streak. Really killing it. I'm excited to see where you are on the leaderboard. Who was the first Robin? Tim Drake, Jason Todd, Damian Wayne, or Dick Grayson? I'm sad because I don't think I put any Green Lantern questions on here, and I love the Lantern Corps, and I probably know too much about them. Like what each ring is and how like people are chosen, which rings have each synergy. But that's not the question right now. The question is, who was the first Robin? Was it Tim Drake, Jason Todd, the son of Batman Damian Wade, or Dick Grayson? The answer is Dick Grayson. Good job, everybody. Leaderboard is the same. Mr. Jimenez is 3 in a row. He's back in the game. Open-ended. Who is Superman's arch nemesis? Type in your answer. I would put his full name, though I believe if you just put his first name, you should be okay. You put it wrong? Mr. Jimenez did not get this question right, everyone. So that answer streak of 3 you just saw is eliminated. He knows the right answer. I know he knows it, but your fingers were too anxious to press enter. This is his big like nemesis that recurs all the time. Not somebody from outside of the world, somebody who lives in the town that he's in and is constantly there to thwart him, with a suit made of kryptonite, or maybe kryptonite in the chest plate, always ready. It's not Darkseid or I'm trying to think, but it is Lex Luthor. 17 people, 5 people got Lex. Alexander Luthor. Sorry, y'all. Alexander Joseph Close. I respect whoever's no, those were the other 2 options. Alexander Joseph's middle name. Alexander Luthor is his, like, if you did his first and last. But not Alex, either Alexander or Lex. Let's see. Everyone on the leaderboard stays relatively the same, but 5 players lost their answer streak of 3. The last question is, what is the name of the dog with super abilities that even got his own cartoon series? Is it Airbud, Crypto, Dino, and Super Dog? Airbud, Crypto, Dino, or Super Dog? Luthor, I'm sorry. Last names didn't cut it. I could only put in 4 answers, so I know your heart was in the right place, Phoebe. Airbud, Crypto, Dino, or Super Dog? The answer is Crypto. I said Superdog earlier, not to trick you, but to get you in that mindset, but it was not Superdog. Let's check the podium. Smith Fam in 3rd. Biggie in 2nd. And Biggie's wife in first place. The Biggie couple has swept the game with 22 out of 24 and 21 out of 24 respectively. Let's just take a quick look at the leaderboard in total. Let's view this report. Um, uh, let's see where everyone stands. Biggie's wife, we see the top five. Now let's go to the top. Let's go from six to the rest. And while you're looking at that, I want to tell you the topic of next week. Um, I think I am on Tuesday going to do sports on Tuesday. However, I told you to stick around if you were joining us late. On Thursdays around 7:30, like the same time, uh, I'm going to do Are You Smarter Than a Blank? So I'm going to go through each school. Are you smarter than a Bolt? Are you smarter than, oh my God, now I just can't. I'm only thinking of my school. But it's like, are you smarter than a fifth grader? And we're going to be going through some like science, social studies, math, language arts, all through that in the Are You Smarter like a format, and see if your parents are smarter than a fifth grader, sixth grader, seventh grader, high schooler. Uh, and like we're gonna have different math questions from different grade levels, uh, different language arts questions, poems, maybe some readings. We'll have some open-ended questions with small answers. It'll be really cool. So that'll be on Thursday, 7:30 around the same time. So if you want to join me for that, it'd be really cool. I'm excited for it. You should be excited to tell your friends. The more we have here, the merrier. It's really cool to see everyone's name pop up and see like changes happening in the leaderboard. Um, and it's also exciting because I remember when Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader came out, it was like huge the first season. And we can have our own version of that here at Millville Public Schools Trivia Tuesday. But now it'll be Are You Smarter Than a Blank on Thursdays. Yeah, so this Thursday at 4:30. Glad you joined us, Connor. No, glad you joined us today. Hope you continue to join us. We have this on every Tuesday, and on Thursday we'll have another kind of event in this kind of a way. It'll be at the same place. You'll probably get a link as well. Um, we hope to see you there, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. See you Thursday, 7:20, 7:30 start time, but like 7:20, 7:15 for like the registration and stuff. All right. So I'm like looking over here and not looking at you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to look at the comments and get everyone in. But I want to say thank you and have a wonderful night.